name is Nate Street, and this is my demonstration speech. The topic of my speech is how to demonstrate giving a demonstration speech. So I'm going to demonstrate to my audience, which are these 3 people and a dog. My fifth person got a migraine and couldn't make it. So we have these 3 people, and then the person behind the camera, and my dog. Those are my 5 people. So anyway, the topic of my speech is I'm going to demonstrate how to give a demonstration speech to my audience. Now, I have some people in the audience that may be able to use a demonstration speech in what they do, be it to show how to groom a dog, or how to build a building, or how to do a math problem, or even how to talk to people in a hospital, how to communicate with people. So this is going to definitely be helpful to all of my audience. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand out pieces of paper, and on it we're basically going to write down a topic, and then we're going to go from there, and we're going to kind of explain how to do a demonstration speech. And everybody gets a pen. And if you guys have any questions at all during this demonstration, feel free to ask. So the first thing you're going to want to do is start by choosing a topic. For example, my topic was how to give a demonstration speech. So what would your topic be, do you think, if you were to pick a topic for a demonstration speech?
How to groom a dog.
Okay, that is good because you are a really good dog groomer. So that would be a great thing to teach other people. And what about you? What would you like to teach people how to do?
Well, probably carpentry.
Okay, that's very good. And you?
How to multiply exponents.
Very helpful. That has helped me. He is very good at doing that, so it has helped me in my math homework, so I do appreciate that. So now that we have our topics, we want to make sure that these topics are something that can be interactive. So you want to be able to interact with your audience. You want to be able to talk to them and have them talk to you. So you want to make sure that you are choosing something that's interactable. And you also want to choose something that is doable in the time limit. For example, the time limit that I have today is 5 to 9 minutes, so I need to make sure that my speech is under the 10-minute mark. And so you guys have your topics. The next thing you need to do is you need to do some research on your topics. I know that a lot of you already are experts in your fields, so you have a lot of experience and you already know what to do, but you can always do a little bit more research. I did research on how to give a speech, so that is something that you guys can definitely do. After that, make sure you know who your audience is. Make sure you know who you're talking to so you can kind of explain it to them the way that they would learn it the best. Make sure you know who you're talking to, and make sure that you're engaging and interacting with them, and if they have any questions, make sure you answer them and help them along the process. And use props. For example, the ones I used were paper and pen, and so you guys could take notes and you guys could write your own demonstration speeches if you wanted to. There are other ways that if you're going to do dog grooming, you could bring in your razor, you could bring in the table that you use. If you do carpentry, you can bring in different pieces of wood, different tools, that sort of thing. If you're doing math problems, you can bring in a math book, a calculator, that sort of thing. So make sure to use your props and help the people around you so they can have the ability to do it as well. The next thing is you need to practice. If you're going to give a speech, you want to make sure that it is under a certain amount of time, and you want to make sure that you're speaking fluently, so you want to practice your speech in front of people, in front of a mirror. If you have a tape recorder, you can tape record yourself and just practice writing or practice doing your speech. Make sure that you are clear and your audience can understand you. Make sure that that is something, and like we're doing right now, do an outline. So you can follow that outline, so that way in case you get lost, you can go back to it and see, okay, well, I forgot this, and you can go back to that certain section. The last thing you need to do is deliver your speech. For this, once you've picked your topic, once you've researched it and written an outline, and you've practiced it, it is time to get up in front of your group of people and deliver your speech. Now, remember, again, to be engaging and interactive, and if anybody, again, has any questions, feel free to ask. Have your audience, like I said, ask questions, and then answer them to the best of your ability. If you don't know the answer, you can always find a way to figure it out. The internet, there's books, there's always ways you can figure it out. It may not be during your speech, but you can always get back to them. So the last thing you need to do is end your speech. Now have a conclusion to your speech so that way everybody knows that your speech is over. Make sure that if there are any questions, they've all been answered. And what you need to do is just make sure that people know that the speech is over. So you are now prepared to go out and into your respective fields and give a fine demonstration speech. I wish you all the best of luck. Thank you very much for listening to my speech today. And does anybody have any questions? Yes.
Question: if you use mechanical stuff like a computer or a projector and it fails, how do you fall back on? What do you do to continue your speech when mechanics stop?
The nice thing about having an outline is even if your mechanics do stop, you can always still follow your outline and kind of give them, this is what this would be. This would be a picture of something. This would be a video of something. And you can kind of explain to them what the video would be like along with following your outline to make sure it's still in the same realm of what you're talking about. Any other questions? Okay, well, thank you very much for listening to my speech. Have a great day.